Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So now today I'm reading my a book from Gitanjali from Rabindranath Tagore. It's written by Rabindranath Tagore. So at first the introduction is a few days ago I said a distinguished Bengali doctor of medicine. I know the German, yes, if a translation of the German poet and the moved me. I would go to the British Museum and find the books of English that would tell me something of his life and the history of the thought this post-translation by Rabindranath Tagore have stirred my blood as nothing of her years. I shall not know anything of his life, and of the moments of the thoughts that have made them possible. If some Indian traveller will not tell me, it seems to have natural that I should be moved. For he said I read Rabindranath every day. To read one line of his to the forget of the troubles of the world. I said an Englishman living in London of the religion of which the second had have been shown translation of the Patra from the Dant would have found the book answer of his questions, but would have questions for the formalities, banker or Lombard merchant, and I question you. For all I know, the absence, the simple of the poetry and the realized have been born in our country, and I shall never know the expect by the heresy. The answer we have the other poets, but none that they're equal. We call this approach the Rabindranath Tagore. No poet seems to me the famous of the Europes of his among us. He is a great as a musician as in poetry, and his songs the songs from the west of the India into the Brahman wherever Bengali is spoken. He was already famous in the 19th when he wrote the first novel and play written. He was little older and played in Calcutta. I so much admire the carelessness of his life, and he was very young and wrote the much natural objects. He would sit all the day of garden from the 25th year or so to his 35th, perhaps, when he had great sorrow. He wrote the most beautiful love poetry in our language. And then he said with deep emotion what can never express that I owned the 17th of the love poetry. After that he art grew deep in the become religion and the philosophical all the perhaps the mankind are in the him. He is the first among our science who has the refused to the life. But he spoken our life and itself and that it was we give in our life. I may have the change, it is well chosen, well in my memory and its thought. A little while ago he was a read servant of our church. We of the Brahman Samaj you used the word church in English. It was the largest in the Kolkata. Not only it was the crown, people even standing in the window, but the streets are all impressible because of the people. Thank you.